Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And now as we get toward the home stretch here in the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And the drive starts with a completion left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. This 2nd and 4. Flacco from midfield. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 5 catches, 55 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And it's a fumble, and the Jags grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second down, Flacco now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Flacco. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. When you look at this Browns defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll accept that penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. ETN up the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Flacco. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Passing play, Flacco. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Come on. Mark, check 33. 33. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with Etienne. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Prochet on the return. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Bang, 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 bang.
This is Ford. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Flacco looks to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We're scoreless after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ford. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Browns at 9-3 here on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Flacco from the gun. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it, because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field. But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive. And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it. And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror. You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign. And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play. Lawrence on target there to Ridley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Now Lawrence. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And that flag accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Running out of the gun with Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. A short throw to Ingram. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Again, they turn to Ford, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Flacco. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Ford. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Setting up to throw, Flacco. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Ford, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now an audible here into something else. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Lawrence will throw. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lawrence going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They will start this drive with 4. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flacco's throw there, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Flacco. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2nd down and 3. Operating off play action, Flacco. That is caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game. Flacco will take to the air again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season. is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 30. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll give the Jags a first down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to the ground with ETN. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cleveland offense making their way out. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, Flacco now. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 77 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down. Now Flacco. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Switch. Check 52. Check.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And to throw again is Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. ETN once more. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Ford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Flacco looks to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Passing play, Flacco. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end. Running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Pass complete once again. It's Etienne.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good,
and that'll bring him back within a point.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And the Browns getting set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run with Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To pass, Flacco.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll audible to something else. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run with Ford, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have the Browns' first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.